This NG Minute is brought to you by the WWE app. Download it now! What's up, people? This is Girl30 here, and this is going to be a little bit different for an NG Minute because number one, I did not have a chance to watch TNA. I was a little bit under the weather and I was extremely exhausted, so I'm not going to really review anything about TNA, plus I didn't record it, so don't know what's going on. But this is going to be nothing but Smackdown, all Smackdown, so I guess it's going to be pretty much more a review than an NG Minute. But I am going to have a topic at the end, so it's going to kind of sort of be like one. But anyway, let's go on to the show. Now, I love the opener. Randy Orton versus Damien Sandow. This show was really, that whole match was really good. It shows how Damien Sandow is improving greatly in the ring. His mic skills were always great, but he's starting to really improve in the ring, especially with the fact that he had an opponent like Randy Orton, who is a very seasoned veteran. But that wasn't really so much the icing on the cake for me. It was the feud between him and Cody Rhodes that was really icing on the cake for me. The fact that he literally stole his Money in the Bank briefcase and dumped it into the Gulf of Mexico, having Damien Sandow jump in and try to swim after it when it was gone. And seriously, that really did bring back memories for me from when Edge got thrown into the Long Island Sound. Seriously, I loved it. It brought back so many memories of when they actually did take it outside the arena, and the feud just really heated up from there. I'm really looking forward to seeing this at SummerSlam, and I'm really hoping that they make this happen because it's a really hot feud. But speaking of more feuds, AJ Lee and Biggie Langston versus Caitlyn and Dolph Ziggler. I'm saying that right now. Seriously, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a mixed tag match at SummerSlam with these two girls and these two guys going at it together. AJ Lee's State of Mind address was probably the dumbest segment I've ever seen in my life. And it just made her look crazier. Of course, it really does kind of enhance the crazy of her character. But the one thing I liked about her was that she was not only crazy, but she had crazy, and she was like gutsy too. Like she acted like she wasn't all there, but she was bold enough to say what she had to say. But now she just went back to being the insane ex and went out in crazy stuff by cutting his passport up and his driver's license and his clothes and pink underwear. Yeah. Is that the best you can do? We've seen crazy. Mickie James brought the crazy when she was here. What's up with AJ Lee with the whole classic? Seriously. I really cannot wait until she moves away from Dolph Ziggler and start focusing on the Divas belt, because the Divas division is starting to get pumped up a lot more with Total Divas coming out this Sunday, which I am going to watch and I might do a review on. But either or, with Total Divas coming out and her being the Divas champ, they really do need to focus on trying to bring the Divas division up instead of the whole typical insane girlfriend thing. Come on now. And I cannot wait until this ends so they can at least try to do something with the Divas division and try to bring up the belt as well as the champion. That's my humble opinion. But moving on to the match between Christian and Jack Swagger, one half of the Real Americans. Now, I'm going to have a discussion topic about this later, but I will say anything with Christian in it is going to be a great match. And Christian really does, I'm not going to say he needs the win because he's a very seasoned vet and he doesn't need to prove anything, but it'll be nice for him to actually be on a pay-per-view. Like, not be at the kickoff, but actually be on the card. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that, and I'm hoping that does happen. But who knows? With Jack Swagger, I don't really care much for Jack Swagger. I still don't. But the match was really good. Short, but good. But, But here's my biggest puzzle that I'm trying to figure out. Mark Henry. Now, Mark Henry came out to be a very dominant, very strong monster heel, only to get beat up by the Shield after he lost to John Cena. And not only did he get beat up by the Shield twice, he needed help from the Usos? Doesn't this make his character a little weak? And not only that, he was literally talking to Booker T backstage and trying to hold him back from Damien Sandow when Damien Sandow was talking about, well, you used to be the GM. Dude, you're a heel. You shouldn't really be... You shouldn't have friends unless they're heels too. I don't know. What are they doing with Mark Henry's character? And not only that, he needs to be pumped up for for SummerSlam. Something needs to be happening with him with SummerSlam, and it looks like it's going to be a 3-on-3 tag team match with him and the Usos versus the Shield. Boy, and that's going to happen on Raw. So I really don't know what they're going to be doing with Mark Henry's character. The fact he got beat up by the Shield twice is really making his character look weak, and I'm hoping they do something with him to make him a monster again. But honestly, I will say this. This was an overall solid show. I really did like the show. I was highly entertained. The matches were spot on. And the backstage segments was with Damien Sandow looking for Cody was very, very, very funny and very entertaining. I like this show. Hands down, I'm giving it a B. Now, the reason why I'm giving it a B is because, number one, I'm going to say that Mark Henry, they don't really know exactly what they're going to be doing with his character. They keep making him a heel, but then they turn him back to a face again. And then the whole AJ Lee segment. No, it really did not have any rhyme or reason for me. And it really wasn't all that entertaining. It just made her look worse. And it really wasn't doing much for her being a champion. So yeah, I gave it a B for that reason. But that's pretty much my overall thoughts of the show. But let's go on to the discussion of the night. Do you believe that Zeb Coulter actually has any relevance with the Real Americans? Since he was like so anti-immigrant and anti-this and trying to bring back the real America, he actually had an immigrant be a part of his team. So do you think that this actually negates everything? Do you think it's actually do you really feel that Zeb Coulter has a relevance with the Real Americans since he actually put an immigrant on his team? And not only that, do you feel that it kind of contradicts everything that he's speaking about during his promos? I want to hear what you guys have to say about this topic. Leave a comment in the comment section below or send me a video response. I am really curious to hear what you guys have to say about that, as well as SummerSlam. I am excited about SummerSlam. I think it's going to be a really great, action-packed SummerSlam, and I am looking forward to it. It's Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out. Later.